giving us your name?
Marcus Willis.
What's your how do you say the stage name?
My ring name, Magic Marcus Willis.
Magic Marcus. Okay, what's your record?
My record right now is 9-1-2, 2 knockouts.
Okay, I was talking to your father and you said both of you guys are ranked pretty high in the country. Tell me a little bit about that and how you know about it.
Right now, my ranking is somewhere in the top 30 in the country. Right now, it's kind of too early in the career to really be thinking about the ranking. So right now, we're just taking baby steps at the progress. So just not really worrying about the ranking, just worrying about winning every fight and then the ranking will come into play.
Okay, how does it feel to fight with your brother? Kind of saying, is it a special feeling, or you just think?
Yeah, it's great to grow up with somebody that you love. Like me and my brother, like best friends, and for us to be doing the same thing, it's like I have a partner in crime as I'm getting to where I want to be in life. So we push each other. So
okay.
It's a good foundation.
Would you consider him one of your toughest competitors? even though you probably haven't fought with.
Yeah, we give each other the best work. It's that brotherly love. Everybody knows that brothers fight each other the hardest. So we push each other to the limit. So
okay, is there any kind of real competitive thing, or it's just making you better?
No, it's just making us better. We push each other. We like if he's doing good, I'm gonna push him. I'm doing good, he's gonna push me. So there's no animosity in the competitive thing. We just it's just a brotherly.
I got you. Now, a lot of people, one of the reasons I wanted to interview you guys is because a lot of people don't know we have such talent in Fort Myers. A lot do, but a lot don't.
Yeah.
So I wanted to highlight you guys. What does it take to be a pro?
You can just simply sign a paper, a commission can pass you, and you can be pro. Anybody off the street can sign a paper and be pro in the boxing world. That doesn't mean you're going to be good at it.
Rephrase that. What does it take to be
a good pro? I would just say I can't think of the word. A contender. Basically, just doing good in the amateurs, having a good amateur background, and fighting in the open tournaments, going to national tournaments and stuff like that, and then you can better.
Was the decision hard from amateur to pro? How'd you get there?
I always wanted to be pro. It was dreams as being a child because we grew up in the gym. So pros used to always come in and out the gym, and it was just something in my blood. I always wanted to do it.
Okay. Okay, now I ask you about your brother. How is it having your father? He's your trainer and manager, so to speak. How is that a good feeling, or?
It has its ups and downs. We spat because we are related. So he still has that father figure. He's always going to be give that fatherly advice. And then again, he knows me better than anybody else. So.
Okay, so you have a fight coming up. Both of you have a fight?
Mm-hmm. August 27th at Harborside.
August 27th at Harborside?
Harborside Community Center, yes.
Okay. How does it feel fighting in front of your hometown? Is it special feeling?
I love it. The city always waits for us to. A lot of people come up to us like, when you fighting here, because we usually fight, out of the state, in another city. So it's good to be able to, perform in front of the home crowd.
Now, do you get a special energy fighting in your hometown, or is it pretty much?
I believe I do. Yes, I believe I do.
Okay, so I know you said you take it fight by fight, but if you had to look forward, where do you want to be and where do you see yourself as?
I will be a world champion. It's not a want. I will be a world champion. And I work too hard not to get there. And just taking those steps, the proper steps to get there.
One more question I want to ask, because you said that, and I thought about dedication, and you're still pretty young, you're in your 20s. Did you have struggles with outside versus being dedicated to your sport, or?
No, not at all. I'm pretty much a leader. I never, followed the crowd. Always had, my mindset on what I was doing, and never got into anything, that was going to deter me from what I was doing.
Okay, well, thank you, Marcus. I appreciate it, and good luck.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. What's your name?
Quinton, Willis.
What's your ring?
My what? Ring name? Actually, they gave me a ring name. I didn't go by one. My promoter from Tampa, Terry Trakers, they gave me Quinton Willis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why didn't you choose? Is it that's like?
Yeah. it's tradition, but I didn't really find nothing that solidified me, so I let them pick it. That's what it is. I'm 6'2" and 1, 3 knockouts. Yeah.
Okay. And your dad, I was talking to Larry, and he was mentioning that both these guys are ranked pretty high. How do you feel about that?
We're not as high as we want to be, so I mean we still got a long ladder to climb, you know. Like that's how I look at it. I mean, we above 50. Yeah, I'm not worried about like where we are in the charts. I'm worried about getting better more than where I'm ranked at. I'm worried about making my art just a little bit better.
I asked your brother the same question. Just a stranger or something.
It's definitely a different bond. It's definitely a different bond. I mean, when you hit your brother in the face and then y'all hug and it's over with, that's something different. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we real close because of this. If it wasn't for this, I don't think we'd be as close. I mean, you go through hell training, you know. I mean, we running 10 miles at a time at some points, and we push each other to get there and then when I'm outside the ring, it's kind of funny, like when I'm fighting or when he's fighting, if I'm yelling at him, he hears my voice. It's a crowd of people. I tune it out. Like when I'm fighting, I can hear him telling me what to do because we so close to each other, you know. Yeah.
How many rounds are you doing? I asked you the same question. I know you guys were fighting since you were stick with it for so long. Was that a long road?
Not really a hard road. It was more like a lifestyle, you know, because we was born in it, like you said. Like, I mean, that's what we know. The difference was the transition, just learning. It was kind of like surreal. Like when we started fighting pro, it was like I thought it was gonna be a little different. I thought it was gonna be. It's just you realizing what it is. You know, it's pro. It's more you gotta land clean shots, and you can see more shots. So it's easy to get out of the way of shots, but they do hurt more because you got little gloves and no head. Yeah. August 27th. It's exciting. I try not to think so much about fighting in front of hometown because fighting in the ring is something totally different anyways. Just getting in the ring and you one-on-one against another man trying to do the same thing to you. So I try not to let it overwhelm me thinking about fighting home. But it will be good. Yeah, it will be good to have the home crowd.
I'm going to ask you this because I'm listening to you guys getting chills. One thing, I used to wrestle, so I kind of understand humility is kind of
level. I guess part of it being that this is all we've done, and it's not like we just figured it out and it's something new. A lot of people they come in, they learn how to box, they feel tough about it. This was our life, you know. So it's like it's nothing different to us. It's what we do.
Okay, last question. I know you guys don't think beyond where you are.
5 years, I would like to have fought for a title, have a title, or be at the point to where I'm not almost wrapping my career up. Like I'm already solidified. In 5 years, that's what I want to be. If I'm not solidified in 5 years, I want to be in a fought for a big paycheck to where I can fend for my wife and I can me and my pop can open our own gym. It could be a Team Willis boxing. Being in the gym, it's a lifestyle.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Okay, boss. Yeah.
How you doing, Coach?
All right, how you doing?
Now, I remember you since I was little. A lot of people remember you since they were being in school. How does it feel to have your sons kind of at the top of their level and have so much potential to go higher?
Well, it's something that we've been working on for a long time, and I kind of knew from the time they were in middle school or getting to high school the level of competition that they were competing against and seeing what they were accomplishing. I knew when they we would be here, so we're not actually where we want to be at, but we're on the road, we're on the right path right now.
Now, I want to say this early because I noticed this in them too. What are they, and I'm noticing it in you, what the humility, is that something you work with? Is it just something?
It comes natural, but it's also things that you practice in the gym, things that you grow up around, it comes second nature because their mom and me, I think we've done a great job, developing the character first. You got to develop character, and the boys, I'm proud of them. I mean, they're my sons. I'm proud of them. They've done some good things. They've made a few mistakes along the way, but we all do. But they're still on the right path.
And so would it be accurate if I say they were like the humble warriors? They're humble outside, but when you get in that ring, they're like killers.
Right. Right. Oh, yeah. They're two different. They've got two different mentalities. Quinton is a little quieter than Marcus. Marcus is a little more outgoing, a little more flamboyant and everything. But he's still respectful. But both of them have the good work ethics. They come in, they work hard, they train when they're supposed to. It makes my job easy because I don't have to tell them being professional fighters. Even when they were amateurs, if I can make it to the gym with my job, some nights I couldn't make it to the gym. Even with this fight coming up, I've got stuck working late. They know what they have to do to prepare themselves. When I'm out there, they know what they've got to do.
Let me ask you this. This is kind of a side note. Not that you guys. I'm thinking of Mayweather and his father and stuff. I mean, how do you keep family good and this business?
Well, with the boys, like I say, they both have different personalities and everything. It's got to be a bond there. It's got to be a bond. And I've watched a lot of father and son combinations in boxing. You talk to a lot of experts. Most of them say that a father and son boxing team doesn't work. It's never worked and this and that. But, they look at the situation with Roy Jones and his dad. It worked for a while and they had problems. We have problems, yeah. We're around each other all the time. We're going to tend to get on each other's nerves. Mostly me, I'm going to get on their nerves because of, I feel that they're doing something that they're not doing something I think they should do. We're going to talk about it. But the thing is, we can always, at the end of the day, we can sit down and come together as a team. And that's what it's all about.
So from that, how do you go into the passion to be pass it down to your kids and a lot of other kids?
Well, I grew up, in the early mid '70s, and Muhammad Ali was back on the rise and everything. So I was a big Muhammad Ali fan. Around '76, the '76 Olympics, Sugar Ray Leonard, Howard Davis Jr., the Spinks brothers. So, but Ali was like one of my favorite. I was a big Muhammad Ali fan, And I used to remember my stepdad watching Ali's fights with Jimmy Ellis and those guys, So I always had a passion for boxing. But then when we had an opportunity in '76 at the Fort Myers Rec Center, I took some boxing lessons and everything. And after that, it just went all. It was not downhill, but that's where it just set in. I just had to stay with it.
And your son said it's basically a lifestyle.
Oh yeah, oh man, it's like now I can't see myself not being involved in boxing in some facet. It's got to be. Got to do. Once it's in you, it's in you. There's no getting it out of you.
Now, I know you guys don't like to think too far ahead, but if you had to pick and choose where they will be in 5 years, what would it be for you?
In 5 years, I can see me, for one thing, being retired from the phone company and managing boxing full time because I know in 5 years' time they're going to succeed. I mean, we're definitely going to get some title shots, and both of them, I'm sure, is going to fight for a major title. But it's just a process. We went through it. Some fighters can get there quicker than others, and it all depends on who you have behind you, who's backing you. So and it takes money to make money, So, but we've been fortunate to have a promoter that's kind of helped us out. He's not a big promoter, but he has been working with us and he knows how to get fights. He's had a couple of world champions out of his company and everything, so he believes in Quinton and Marcus. So we're, slowly getting there. So within 5 years' time, I think there's plenty of time.